In today's video, I'm going to be detailing my own vehicle, which hasn't been washed for the last month, so this is pretty much as dirty as it gets for me. So although far from filthy, I thought it'd be good to film some of the steps that I'd planned in order to get the car as prepared as possible for winter. I'll be doing this with a selection of products that have been kindly sent for me to test out and get my honest thoughts on. So I kicked things off on the wheels using the ACHQ UK Citrus on a 1:9 dilution. Once the wheels had had a thorough pre-wash, I went in with Carsco Rotor Wheel Shampoo at a 1:9 dilution in the MTM PF22 foam lance. I am a big fan of wheel shampoos as I do think that they're great for maintenance. They provide a lot of slickness and plenty of cleaning power for routine washes, but they aren't overly aggressive, so really help to preserve the protection that I've applied to both the tyres and the alloys. This one works really well in a foam lance, but also works great in a pump foamer and in the bucket as well. Some of the accessories that you see me using here, such as the wheel weasel to get behind the back of the spokes, the tyre brush and the wheel barrel brush, are also from Carscope, along with the pressure washer accessories that I'm using here too. Again, all of this is going to be linked in the description so you can easily find it. To pre-wash the paintwork, I went for Carscope Baltic Snow Foam at a 1:15 dilution in my Pyramid Hydro Lance. This is an alkaline snow foam, so really does have a good amount of cleaning ability to it, so there was no need on this car to pop it over the top of a Citrus for extra cleaning power, as it works just fine on its own. The snow foam was a touch thin for my liking here with this dilution ratio in this particular foam cannon. However, if I use the same dilution ratio in an MJJC, then it's actually a lot thicker, and that's probably the sweet spot for me. If I'm using a foam cannon like an MTM or this Pyramid one, then I find that around 1:10 dilution here is about right. Just a quick reminder, if you are enjoying the video so far, then it would be great if you could drop it a like. It really does help to get the video out there to more people, and it is always appreciated. I went for the foam cannon application of contact washing here using CarScope Contact Shampoo, and I use this at a 1:9 dilution in the MJJCS foam cannon. This is my favourite way of contact washing this car, as the paintwork is pretty soft, and this just adds a lot more lubrication to the paintwork to really help reduce the risk of any marring. This particular shampoo felt really nice and slick, has a good dilution ratio both in the bucket and in the foam cannon, and has a benefit of having a very nice scent to it too. So it is really ticking the boxes for me, and I've been using it quite a bit recently. So as you can hopefully see, the protection on this car is performing really well. It's got the Garage Therapy Cerberus ceramic coating on it, topped with their Chimera top coat. And I do typically use a spray and rinse sealant at this stage, roughly every month. However, I didn't do it on this occasion as I was a little bit mindful of the sun. It wasn't a very warm day, so it didn't cause any issues during the pre-wash or the contact wash stage, but I am more cautious when using a spray and rinse sealant. At this point, I decided to clay the windscreen using the CarScope clay sponge in order to prepare it for the polishing stage, as I was going to be applying some more protection to the windscreen. At this point, I connected up my DI water vessel, so this eliminates the risk of getting any water spots when just allowing the car to air dry, as the deionised water doesn't contain any of those minerals which would cause them. This has the benefit of being a completely contactless method, so no risk of inflicting any swirls. Prior to buying this, I did use my Blow Air RS car dryer for this step, as again that's a contactless method of drying. However, it is really quite noisy and it does take longer, so I generally only use that if I'm going to be applying protection afterwards on my car. To polish the windscreen, I'm using the CarScope Hex Mini Machine Polisher. This has a benefit of being cordless, so it's nice and easy to set up, and I paired it with the Tack System Glass Polish. I should have really taped up around the edges of the windscreen when doing this, and I was feeling a little bit lazy, although it didn't cause me too much issue, as I could just wipe any overspray and just give it a quick rinse with the DI vessel again. In order to protect the windscreen, I went in with Geon Quick View. Now this does have a built-in applicator, however unfortunately this did get stuck in the lid and I've been unable to release it, so here I'm just using it on a separate applicator. The water behaviour of this is really good, particularly if it's maintained with Geon Glass Plus. I thought it'd be a good idea to apply this to my own car in order to test it more thoroughly and get more experience of what it's like to live with. To dress the tyres and the wheel arches, I went in with CarScope Ink tyre dressing. I applied this to the CarScope tyre brush and then gave it a buff back after about 10-15 minutes using one of their tyre finisher pads. This combination for me leaves the absolute perfect finish. It's a nice satin sheen that I think really suits these tyres. The dressing is also one of the more durable ones that I've tried, so particularly going into winter, it's a really good option for me to have. Once I'd finished up on the exterior, I moved inside the vehicle and gave it a quick hoover off camera. The first chemical that I used here is Geon Interior Detailer, which is something that I use for weekly wipe downs. It smells nice and fresh, doesn't leave any streaks behind, and is just good for picking up light dust and fingerprints. To give the door shuts a quick wipe down, I went in with Geon's Eco Wash, which is a waterless or rinseless wash product, and here I used it at a 1:10 dilution combined with a Rag Company Eagle Edgeless 500 towel. I then went in with the Geon Natural Leather Cleaner, so they have this version and they also have a stronger version, and this came in a kit with a few accessories and also a sealant that I'll be using later. The leather on my car wasn't particularly dirty, but I did need to prepare it for that protection, otherwise I probably would have just left it. The plastic surfaces on the interior were overdue a reapplication of the Diamond Protect interior coating that I used the year before. This just helps protect against UV and spillages and adds a slight darkening effect which isn't too dramatic, and it also offers 12 months of protection, so I really don't have to do it very often. So I then went in with Geon Leather Coat, which was nice and easy to use, and after about 10 to 15 minutes dried to a matte finish. The main thing that this is protecting against is spillages and dye transfer, so I do always like to keep something like this on the leather to preserve the surface as much as possible. The next thing that I did on the interior was go in with a glass cleaner and then Geon Prep in order to get the car ready for a new product. So what I'm using here is Geon's anti-fog coating, which as the name suggests is designed to reduce fog build-up, which is particularly common at this time of year. Now I did really want to get on well with this product, but I did find it quite finicky to apply. When I came to buff it off after the few minutes recommended, it left a bit of a film behind that I found very difficult to remove, and I ended up resorting to using the Geon Prep spray in order to aid that removal, so I probably just removed the product in the process. I tried on the other windows waiting both a longer and shorter time before buffing the product off, but unfortunately I did still struggle with that film. I am going to give this a go on another vehicle though and see if I get on with it a little bit better there, as I think if I can get it to buff off properly it would be a really cool product to use.